Mic's muted. I had to unmute my mic. Hope everybody's doing well. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everyone. Let me turn this down my ear. I hope everyone is doing great. You're fulfilling your purpose here on this planet. You're fulfilling your calling. And you are achieving everything that you desire, or at least working towards it. One of the big things that I've come across, I'm gonna just go in. I'm just going in because we about to go on vacation tomorrow for a few days, and I'm excited about that. And I got some things, loose ends to tie up. So I'm just gonna go right in on it. And I believe I'm gonna go hard. I got to, because one of the things that really gets to me sometimes is people will give you every excuse in the world why they can't be successful, but they would never give you a reason why they can. They never look for, oh, well, this is why it is. I got this going on. I got to talk to this one. I got this email. This got to look perfect. This little bow got to go right here. All of this, all that. Listen, I've said this many times before. If it ain't exposed to the world for them to press a button and get you to buy it, then you're not doing anything. No business started off perfect. Not one. Sam Walton, Bill Gates, they all remember when Bill Gates came out with Windows, it was called Windows for Work Group 3.1 or something like that. Right? If we was used to 3.1 today, it would be trash. We would consider that trash. But back then it was the thing. And mostly businesses were using it, right? It was it. Now we know that he bought the software, someone else created that, he just paid for the idea. Right? See, that's another point. See, the person who created that program, that's why I have perspective is everything. Because the person who created that program didn't have the perspective or the know-it-all to turn what he had into a $1 billion idea. So Bill Gates saw the opportunity, took it. He didn't use anybody. I don't believe he did. If someone don't know their worth or what it's worth or can't see the potential, it's not Bill Gates or anybody else's job to see the potential for them. And that goes back to my point. What frustrates me, I realize that I can't see your perspective. I can't see what's in your head. I see potential in everyone that I come across. I see $1 million ideas in everyone I come across. There's not even one person that I've come across that I have come across that I don't see them making millions of dollars. It's not one person. I haven't met anyone. When I start talking to them, they start telling me life and all of this stuff. I said, well, you could tell that story. That's money right there. Because everyone has something in them that can relate to someone, and everyone has something in them that they can monetize and turn it into a way of life or a living. It's crazy. It's only 4 people on right now. And I'm sure a lot of people need to hear what I'm saying. So they're just going to have to catch it in the background. Or, spring break, everybody's probably doing their thing like I'm about to do. But there's not one person I've come across. There's so many people I look at and I say, they got $1 million idea. They got something to sell. But for some reason, they want to work hard. It is easy to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. I learned that before, and it got reinforced by someone I'm working with that I'm using as a mentor. It's just easy to make a lot of money in a short time. It's harder to make a lot of money. It takes a long time to make a little bit of money. Think about it. He didn't say it exactly like that, but think about it. People got jobs, so they got to work hours and then wait for their paycheck at the end of the week or 2 weeks or whatever way you get paid. You got to wait for that money, but you got to put in all of this work before you get it. That's the programming that they taught everyone, that you got to work 40 hours before you get your first check, or work 80 hours to get your first check or get a check. So every time you're working, they're using your labor. You're not getting paid right away. They're using your labor on credit. You're giving away your time, your efforts, credit. That's what that is. That's credit. 80 hours of credit before they pay you. And you got to sit there and wait. And to most people out there, that's normal. That's the normal way of doing things. That's the way it's supposed to be. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be like that. That's a lie. This is how I get paid. People pay me, I deliver their product. Or if they pay me for a service and then schedule a time to talk to me, but they pay me first. They pay me first. Then I give them what they pay for. That's how it's supposed to work. And look at every business out there. All the billionaire businesses, you pay first, get your product. But then those same people, those companies, they hire people, they use credit and everything. They use credit to buy real estate, to buy their product that they want to sell you. They're using credit, and they're using credit for you, for your labor, credit. Everything they do is on credit. They don't pay for anything up front until they get the money from the consumer or the person who's going to do business. See, once you change your perspective on how you look at things, because a lot of people's perspective thinking 9 to 5s is the normal thing. Go get that education and go get a job and wait for your paycheck every week, every 2 weeks. Some places pay you once a month. Teachers in North Carolina get paid once a month. And they got to deal with all this nonsense, and they got to wait every 30 days to get their check. They done put out all of these hours, all this aggravation and credit to the school system and waiting on their check. Now, why do you think they hold your paycheck for a whole month? Because they get to invest. They get to take your labor, borrow your credit, your labor, and make money off of that in other ways. So if you change your perspective on how you make money, or how much you can make money, or how much you can make in a short period of time, your finances change. See, I realized that I can make thousands of dollars in a short period of time. In a day, I can make thousands just with an idea. Click up a button in the right words or email. See, and I know there's people out there with broke mentalities that hate on that method. Well, I ain't talking to you. So if you don't like what I said, go with the other people that believe in the other stuff. Here, I don't mind telling you that I love making a lot of money, and I don't mind telling you that I want to live well, and I will live well. I do live well. Like, one of my problems right now, well, I got to get off this broadcast. I'm going away, and I have to confirm the reservation. They want me to send a picture of my ID and my face, and then the last four digits of the credit card that I use. Now I got money problems, but meaning my problem is I can't remember what credit card I use, and I'm searching my accounts, I don't see the transaction. See, most people who work jobs won't have that problem. Know why they won't have that problem? Because they only got one account, maybe two. And they can't, it's only one of these two things. I'm not saying that to brag. See, when you get to a certain level in your finances, you start having these type of problems. Okay, which one of these things that I use to pay for this? Which one of these cards? You get that problem. And I'm sure you want to have that problem. See, I don't mind having that problem. I don't mind having that problem with that's called having money problems. And what I mean by you have money and there's issues that come with that. Like, where am I gonna put it all? How do I manage it? How do I invest it? Those are the type issues I want to have. Not saying, okay, how do I pay this bill? Can I pay this bill? Is my check going to be enough this week? That is not the problem I want to deal with. I'd rather have the problem of how do I make it grow? Make this bigger? How do I multiply that? See, that's perspective. What's the definition of perspective? It says a particular attitude toward or the way of regarding something, a point of view. What is your point of view about yourself and your finances? What is your point of view about how you want to live, where you live? What are you okay with? Now, we know that we've been put here to live abundantly, to have wealth. I know that. And deep down inside, everybody else wants that or know that to a degree, but they don't believe it's for them. They don't believe they can have it because their perspective is what someone else gave them. They believe in what this system had told them they should do. This system don't even know how to handle itself. So take care of its own problems. So they're going to tell you how you're supposed to run your life. There's so many people that got degrees and they're not using those degrees in the field that they went to school for. They're doing something else because they realize that degree is not going to give them the freedom that they want in their finances. It's a YouTuber. I actually spoke to him, the lead attorney. I spoke to him a couple of times. He's got a degree in law. He's got a law degree, but he's making YouTube videos, making buku dollars. Just talking about different cases, doing whatever. So what did he do? He changed his perspective from sitting up there doing people's cases and going out there, fighting battles. I think he was in family law, to just getting on YouTube talking about what he did. Some of y'all have experiences and things that y'all can just get on. People just want to hear what you have to say. They're looking for content. Listen, people are looking for you to talk to them. There's somebody that wants to listen to you. And when I tell you there's people on YouTube playing like they're dogs, really pretending to be a dog, and they're making money. And I'm sure everyone that's listening to me got something else better than that. Corinne says in Israel, they also get paid once a month. They just give you enough just to hang on. Just barely give you enough. Change your perspective. And your perspective should be peace, prosperity, wealth, leaving a legacy behind for your family, not bills. That's the your well-being should be your perspective. And you're not going to have a good well-being if you're struggling to pay bills. That doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel spiritual, doesn't feel holy, doesn't feel good. It's depressing. And you want to put yourself in surroundings that connect to where you want to go. What I mean by surroundings, people, places, and things. What you're watching, who you're talking to, places you're hanging out with. So, I think on the 20th, April the 20th, I have a webinar set up to talk about getting rid of the student loans. I actually made a small video. I meant to upload it today, but I got distracted. So we're gonna talk about student loans, how to get rid of them, and give y'all the details, like everything, and show you proof. I've showed proof of getting rid of student loans over the years, but this time I'm gonna show everything in detail and tell you step by step how to do it. And I'm probably gonna create a program, a mentoring program to walk you through it. While I walk you through that thing, till it goes away. It's probably going to be added. Get the webinar is only $97. You can do it yourself, but sometimes they send little curveball letters, and you need guidance on how to handle it. You get confused. A lot of times the letters are straightforward for me. When I see them, I've seen pretty much all of them. I look at it, whatever. What people don't understand is if they respond to you and it's not the response you're looking for, and it doesn't answer the questions you're asking that you sent them, then they didn't respond. That's not a response. That is a non-response. And you have to tell them, this is a non-response. This doesn't meet the requirements that I'm asking you for. Simple. I know there's a lot of stuff, debt validation, do this, do that. Nah, I don't even play that game. The thing I'm looking at, who is asking me to give them money? Is it the person I sat down at the table to get this loan? And if it's not, you ain't getting a dime. For me, I didn't agree to pay you anything. I didn't agree to pay Navient. I didn't agree to pay all these other people. I wrote out a contract to whatever entity I set up, and they're not the ones looking for it. Why? Because they already got paid. Those are guaranteed loans. So why am I sitting here even entertaining the thought of giving somebody some money that I didn't agree to pay? Oh, it's going to hurt my credit. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. Once y'all understand that, you got to get in the fight to win it. See what happens, they send you a notice and you look there and you sit there and don't do anything with it, and there you lost. You didn't fight. You didn't say your side. You didn't create controversy. You didn't create a dispute. If it's in dispute, they can't enforce a dispute. And if they can't prove their claim, they definitely can't enforce it. But I'll give you all the source, the details in the webinar. So that'll be April the 20th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Let me make sure I got this date correct. Yes, that's a Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. The link is in at AkeemL.com. com. $97 to get rid of thousands of dollars of loans. I don't see why y'all not jumping on that. And I'm gonna give away the template with it. Oh, let's see. Let me get it. Here it is. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. There it is. Go and get it. $97. Webinar usually lasts about 2 hours. You get to ask questions. But back to perspective. If your money is funny, if you feeling like you can't get ahead, check your perspective. Check the words you're using. Check your surroundings, because something in there is causing the issue. See, we all have struggles sometimes. We all run into roadblocks. And one of our biggest roadblocks is our own self, your own mind. That's one of your biggest ones. But the real issue is when you don't admit it to yourself that I am the issue. It's me that's generating these issues. It's me that's generating this measly income, this small amount of money. It's me that's not getting my business going. It's me and the reasons that I find not to do something or get it going. You got to admit that to yourself. See, what people don't want to admit, they have fear of failing. That they're going to fail, that people are not going to buy it. They have fear of, this people going to say something about how my site look and all of this. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They're going to say something. They're going to say something you don't like. Yes, I'm not going to kid you. Yeah, they will criticize your site. Somebody is. Yes. But guess what? I get criticism all the time. But here's the thing. I'm making money while I'm being criticized. So, okay, some criticism is warranted, some criticism is not. But it's the cost of doing business. Do you realize the more somebody go up the economic scale, the more money they make, they get criticized more? They get talked about more? People come at them more? The more wealth you generate, the more broke folks going to talk about you. And who cares? Who cares? Because someone is always looking to knock you off top. Because they not fair. They want you to come back down there to where they at. Oh, look at him. He fell. It's just part of the package. Criticism is part of it. There's no excuse you can give me that I'm going to buy into. People give me excuses all the time. I don't buy into them. Only thing that I say is don't believe that I'm buying into it. I let you ride with your excuse. I let you do whatever, say whatever. Yeah, I ain't gonna push you and force you to make money. All I'm doing is saying I'm trying to help you make money. But I can't. I realize that you can't make people make money. They have to want it for themselves. Once they decide to stop giving out excuses, then they'll do it. And see, the sad part about it, they really, let me say it like this. The sad part about it is every excuse that you give, you are cheating yourself out of success. You're cheating yourself out of time that you can never get back. Cheating yourself, not cheating me. You're not cheating anybody else. And you're also losing out on the opportunity that there's people out there that want your product. There's so many $1 million ideas out there. Like I use Bill Gates as an example. He took someone else's idea and turned it into a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Because he saw the opportunity and the guy who made it didn't. Or the guy who made the program didn't see multi-billion-dollar. He just wanted to get some money to probably pay some bills. Who knows? I don't know. Do y'all realize the people that really can't make it out there in the world, that really can't make it in at the highest level of any profession, they go one place. They go teach. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What I mean by teach, they go to these institutions and teach. We got music teachers who don't practice music on a professional level, like superstar level. You got acting teachers that you never see on screen. So that means that they can only give you limited information. And so that means all the people that made it big and they're doing well, they had to go past that teaching from the teacher and do something else. They had to go learn. Guess where they had to learn from? People who are actually on that level where they want to be at. I'm sure actors like Denzel Washington, Viola Davis, people like them got mentors that was already at the level that they were at. That's why school is crap, because the people that's teaching you are not at any level. They're not at it. The institutional schools, these people, very low salaries for the work that they're doing. They should be getting paid more. So if you in your mind that you're going to go to an institution in this country to learn how to make millions of dollars, you're sadly mistaken. You can only get that education from someone who is making millions of dollars. See the perspective? See, they got people's perspective thinking that the institutional compulsory education is the way to success, and it's proven time and time again that it's not. It can help a little. It can kind of give you a nudge, but it's not going to show you how to be super wealthy, super prosperous, because everyone in there teaching is not wealthy. Well, I gotta go. I gotta get this education. This is mandatory. I gotta do this. No, you don't. People are making money with ideas. See, once you understand that the educational system is designed to dumb you down, to make you complacent with working and giving your job credit, you're giving your labor away on credit to them by contract. Because when you sign that paper, do y'all realize that application, the actual code of conduct for the job, all the stuff you sign before you is you giving credit to them so that they can make money off your time and labor? See, but this is what they did. They took your perspective and made it look like something that's beneficial for you. See how powerful perspective is? See, some of y'all who heard this didn't even think of it like that. That my job is, I'm giving my job credit. Because I have to wait to the end of the week to get my check, or 2 weeks or a month. But I'm giving them all my time away from my home, 8-9 hours away from my family. And then I wait for a month to get the check. After I built up all these hours, giving them all my hours, what is a time card showing you all of the credits you gave them and what they owe you for that time? So who's the real creditor here? Who is the real creditor? Your job is the debtor. You're the creditor. In everything you deal with, you're the creditor. That's why the Bible says be the borrower, be the lender and not the borrower. But see, y'all been lending out the wrong way. Y'all been lending out your time, your energy. In a way, you are the lender, but in a bad deal. Then here's the best messed up part about the system is you coming in giving them credit, giving them your time and labor. Then they want to put you on performance reviews and stuff like that because you ain't performing to their liking. We're gonna fire you and find somebody else to get credit from. Oh man. Work now, pay later. That's what y'all got going on at those jobs. Code, that's what the sign should say. Work now, we'll pay you later. But that should be the advertisement. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not saying I'm sitting in a better position with you. Well, from work point of view, I'm in a better position than most people who's had a job. I'm laughing because I realize the absurdity of how they have programmed us to just do ourselves in. That's what I'm like. And I'm like, man, when I think about it, man, this is a great game that they got going on. And all they did was change, got you to see something a certain way, gave you a perspective that you thought was beneficial for you, like 401k plans. You giving away now. You already gave them credit. Then you say, okay, I'm gonna put some away into my 401k. That's more credit. You can't touch it. You got all it. If you put it in here, you can't even come get it today. You got to wait. And we're going to penalize you because you taking it out early. Whoa, your money. It's yours. But you agreed to be penalized off your own money, off your own credit you gave them. It's actually, this is why the world is crazy. Most people can't cut it because they are operating in a system that is designed to destroy their very will to be great. Because think about it, all the responsibilities you have to have at the job. Then you got responsibility at home. You have children. You just triple that responsibility. You're not going to have a time to figure out your calling. Because you're giving all your time away everywhere else. You're being used, or you're allowing yourself to be used. It's pretty sad when you really think about it. And this is why you can only get this good information from places that are outside of these institutions that's giving out this education. But unfortunately, most people are so hardwired to all of that stuff. They force their kids to go to do this stuff. Oh, they want them to be associated and get another perspective, become well-rounded. These are the terms that they're using. Okay, being well-rounded, how? Be well-rounded and all you're doing is producing another one, another worker bee that can go out there and give away labor and wait on a paycheck. See, this system is running like a well-oiled machine. All the chaos you seeing out there is part of that well-oiled machine. If I could distract you with Trump getting arrested or getting charged or indicted, if I can distract you with Biden doing whatever or these other people, then you really can't see. Look closely at the game that's being played on you. See, COVID was like a double-edged sword for the system because a lot of people realized that what they were so caught up in their jobs and doing it every day, it had become a habit. So once they couldn't do it anymore, the program had to be rewritten. And then once it got rewritten, they couldn't even go back to the job. I want to be home. They realized they want to be home. I want to be productive around the house. See, it was like a reset for a lot of people, and they needed that. So really, COVID was something to be, in a way, thankful for, because it sat people down. And a lot of people took advantage of that time and turned it into a business, multi-million-dollar business. Why didn't you turn yourself into a multi-millionaire during that time? What happened? What happened? Perspective? Excuses? I'll do it tomorrow, what you could have done today? It's not too late. Now they trying to ramp it all the way up now. You know, when things really get back online the way they want it, first of all, so many jobs is gonna be lost because of automation, AI. So you need to be in a position where you can take advantage of that new wave of opportunities that's coming, because you don't want the wave to blow you over, to drown you. You want to get drowned in the wave, because some of the jobs that people got right now, look at, they already done it in retail stores. I was in Target the other day. One register open, the rest of them are self checkout. So they're making the consumer come in and buy products and bag his own bags, and you still got to pay the same price. So the company is not paying anybody to ring you up anymore. So they just saved a lot of money there. They let you stand in line and bag your own stuff up. See the profits that they're going to make off of that? See, one of the easily controlled expenses a company have is an employee. And they don't care about you. They care about the bottom line. And if you're in the way of that bottom line, they're going to get rid of you. I learned that a long time ago. And here's the thing. There's no reason why any of you should be working for someone. Yeah, I know I got to pay bills. I got this. I don't know. Yeah, okay. That is a reason, but it's not a good reason, because you have the power within you to make your own way. It's not hard. It really isn't that hard. The hard part is getting yourself to believe, getting yourself to change your perspective on what you believe in what you can make or what you can do. See, the issue is people are so programmed to look for someone else and say they got talent, they got what it takes. They never believe that they have what it takes. So the first thing you need to do is, if there's any perspective that needs to change, is the one you believe about yourself. You want to get to the point where your perspective is like this. If somebody say that costs $1,000, you should be able to say, "Oh, that's not a lot. That's all. That costs $10,000. Oh, that's it." See, that's perspective. See, one person said, "Man, that's a lot," and guess what? That person was. That person, when you believe $10,000 is a lot of money, you'll never get the benefit to enjoy $10,000 because in your mind you can't imagine having it because you're saying that's a lot. That's a lot of work to get that. No, $10,000 is chump change. Shoot, hell, $100,000 is chump change. It is. See, you got to get to the perspective that 100,000, 200, 300, 400, $500,000, that's not a lot of money. It's not. Really isn't. It's change. That's change to the wealthy. That's change to the wealthy minded. 1.5 million is not a lot of money. See, once you change your perspective on what you believe is a lot of money, guess what happens? You start to get exactly the perspective you believe you could have. Oh, that's not a lot of money. I can get that. I can get $100,000, $1,000,000. Oh man, that ain't nothing to work for. You get? I can get that. Set your sights on making $1,000 a day, and it's not. Oh, that can't be done. Yes, it can, because there's people out there actually doing that with ease, and they're doing it without lifting a finger because they put a system in place to be able to make that happen. See, that's one of the most important things. When you want something to work, you have to have a system in place that can make it happen for you. And it should be able to make it happen for you. And you should be on vacation able to make that money. Yes. All right, it's 7:56. I done ran enough. Yes, perspective is everything. How much you believe you can have, what you believe you don't have, how you see your finances, how you look at your bank account. See, when I look at my bank account, I see millions. And I even I name my accounts. $1,000,000 deposits. You got to call it out, man. You got it. My Wi-Fi name, Prosperity Temple. You got to start putting these triggers around you to keep your mind focused on wealth. Those are just things that help, but you got to work towards that what you say you want. You got to be doing something. Number one, you got to put it out there and let people have an opportunity to take advantage of it and buy it. There's so many ideas sitting on the computer stuck because the end user or the person that wants to introduce this as a business is holding it up with their idea of it's not right yet. It's not ready. Okay. It's your success that you holding up. Yours. Charles Bryant, I see you down there. I didn't forget about you. I got you. And I got your email. Um, Somebody said if you change your perspective, you can change your outcome. That's right. Very so. Yeah, you gotta change it. You know what I'm learning how to do before I respond now? I'm taking my time just before I just listen and hear everything out. Because if you hear everything, then you know exactly how to react to things. Take your time. Take at least 10 seconds before you react. I'm learning that. But anyway, it is 7:59. I'm sorry for the short show. I'm ready to take this break. Um, got some things to iron out before I go. But anyway, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all.